£388 for
It
this.
sounds like it plays really well.
I mean, isn't that insane?
Yeah, what's this? $3,000 or something?
Absolutely, £3,000 and something, 24. Anyway, welcome to Andertons TV. I'm
Hello,
Pete.
I'm Rabea.
I'm Mick, hello.
Hey, we're sandwiching Rabea today, Mick.
I'm in a manwich.
And Paradiso manwich. And it's hot in here. It is hot in here.
It is.
We've got a fan going, a Dyson fan, and I can feel it sort of going around, and every time it catches me, I go, oh. I'll be happy.
It's the blow ring.
It's the blow ring of excellence. So, this is a little bit of a different video, isn't it?
Yeah, Gretsch Guitars. So, where do we begin? We begin by saying that the thing that you most commonly associate Gretsch with probably is rock and roll. Mm-hmm. And, you know, thinking about the 50s and the 60s, whether that's Chet Atkins or the Beatles. But of course, Gretsch Guitars have been used for a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Whether it's The Who or Malcolm Young or Chris Chaney or, you know.
Yes.
So we're a little bit free today in form, and we're just going to dial up some different sounds, pick up some different guitars, and see what happens.
Yeah. Because I think the point of this video is basically that can I do this on a Gretsch? I think that's the kind of thing we want to get across.
Yeah.
That you don't just have to play. What is it you normally play? Stuff like that. You don't have to play that.
Yeah. Thanks to Uncle Chet, isn't it?
Do I know one?
Everyone at Gretsch has just gone, no,
that's not what we want with this video. We would like you to do a video. So, that's why we thought we'd get 3 different players in, maybe 4 different players.
We're going to get rid of the stereotypes, right?
Yes, but that's it. And
I'm the least
You're
justified
probably the
person
least
to be using a Gretsch right now.
Yeah. And then I think you more than me, maybe?
Well, do you remember? So Pete and I did a video on the Electromatic series. Might be almost a year ago, might not be quite that long ago.
Yeah.
And I think, because, time flies when you're having fun.
Ain't that the truth?
I played the double cut Electromatic, which was kind of similar to this, but just not quite as flashy or as expensive. About 900 quid.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love that guitar so much I bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
I have chords out on that guitar. You know, like.
Good. Come on, let's have it.
Sounds great.
That sounds wicked. Is that not the one that's right behind you there? That you bought, but in a white?
It's similar to that. We'll get that in a second.
Okay.
Seeing as we're into it already then, I'm hitting that guitar pretty hard. It's probably got 11s on it with any luck. They might be 10s, but, bridge pickup.
Into the Vox.
Into an AC30.
Bosh.
There'll be slight shades of Townsend here because a lot of Who's Next was recorded with a Fender Bandmaster and a 6120.
Okay.
That kind of.
Right.
There's no pedals. Oh,
That's just the amp, yeah.
Straight into the amp.
Sounds barking mode. I like it.
Great, doesn't it?
And you would think with all this farm machinery on there that it would kind of crap out and it wouldn't stay in tune and you wouldn't be able to hit the thing hard. Because I guess we'll get into this as we go along. I believe this is one of the Pro Series instruments.
It is.
Which means that it's got stuff like locking tuners. That bridge is pinned on there so it won't move.
Yeah. It's got the Bigsby with the where the string through. It's got your Sheller.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, and it's got your Sheller lock tuners on here.
I'm also using a Pro Series, yeah.
A different roll edge profile next, stuff like that, So it's for the Pro. It's easier to play. I think we did a video on these as well, didn't we? We did a video, Mick and me, where we sort of compared the two, and I think I can't remember the outcome of it because we've done a lot of videos, but it's just get more Pro features anyway.
Yeah, and the pickups are different. I think it makes a big difference to the tone of the Gretsch. Although they all sound very Gretchy at the same time, even when they manage to do it without necessarily using like intense quality pickups. So these are Gretsch own pickups, right?
Yeah.
That guitar is kind of surprising. So there's, for anyone who doesn't know, there are various series of Gretsch guitars. They start with Streamliner,
Yes, that was which
Yes,
is that.
which
Yeah.
is this series here.
Which are crazy comedy low prices, aren't they? Like
£388 for this guitar.
Rob
Yeah.
bought one of those.
He did. He
was
played it
like
in the
blown away,
video
yeah.
and he bought one because he liked that. And I must say, I must really admit, I think there might be 9s on here, but it's really easy to play. It feels nice. You know, it's not dying anywhere. It rings really nicely. It's really easy to play, in fact.
Come on, then, let's hear it then.
Clean tone into the V40 Deluxe. I have to be careful I don't play what people would normally play in a Gretsch, you know. Or you can play like... It's very... Ooh!
Pokey.
It's a more muffled sound. I've got a lot of reverb on there.
From that one, because quite often what you get from a Filtertron style pickup is quite a sibilancy high end, which is really an important part of the Gretsch sound.
Yeah.
That to me, when you were playing on the neck pickup there,
Up here. It's more of a jazzy thing.
I was going to say, that's a jazz guitar sound.
Yeah. Or like a bluesy. It's very bluesy.
It's got the jazz blues sound.
Can I just compare it with this front pickup a sec?
Yeah. Do you want to...
No, just give us your lead.
Oh, my lead, okay.
Yeah.
This is all
Still
very
leaning
improvised, this, ladies and gentlemen.
So
I'll
it's-
give it around the front there.
So it's just so it's exactly the same sound as you just heard.
Sorry, I'll just unmute you here with my chromatic tuner.
Make sure all my knobs are up.
Tons more high end.
It's got, and there's a kind of compression thing going on, which I think
Yeah,
is
I've got a little bit
real-
of compressor on here. Let
have
me
you?
take that off.
It's way more articulate. I think that's got a bluesier sound to it than that. I think that's more jazz blues, kind of like.
Is it?
I feel like it is.
Go on, plug it in here.
And then
And I've got, I was just going to say there, I've got the Lightspeed Greer, the Greer Lightspeed on the floor just to push the front end of the V40 because I'm running that clean. Well. That's funny because that's completely different again. That
this
guitar.
is somewhere
Even from
between
that.
the two.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's got more articulation than that, but less than Mr. White chap over there. Yeah.
But we are into the territory of what people play
Expect to hear on it,
expecting
yeah.
from a Gretsch, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's cool.
But
man.
you can do that. All right, I'm not plugged into my rig. I was about to.
Oh,
blow
but
out
to
the
plug
stereotypes.
yourself into your rig then. Let's see what it does when you plug into your
Just
rig.
before you do that, let's hear this
Oh,
one.
here we go.
In comparison, so you've heard Streamliner, which is the very kind of entry level price. You've heard Pro Series, and then this is somewhere in the middle. This is the Electromatic series,
Great value for money.
which is kind of around the £700-800.
860 or something. I'm sorry. Less output.
Softer, yeah. I noticed because I have one of these guitars, similar, and the pickups are definitely softer, lower output. I really like it for that.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that super sizzly high end, that
Yeah.
compression-y thing.
But
it's lovely.
It sounds great. And the funny thing is, all of us play Strats.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got a Gretsch now, but I think we don't have a Gretsch.
I've been tempted many a time.
I always been tempted, but I always gone, yeah, maybe it's not my sort of thing. But actually,
I think
when we're playing,
absolutely your sort of thing.
It totally sounds right. Yeah.
Really?
You need to buy one.
Oh God!
I'd like to apologise for the out of tune chord about 35 seconds ago.
I thought I liked it. I had pizzazz.
It had panings.
So I was going to just give you a quick anti-stereotype thing going on here, which is if I plug in the old clon. Kind of. And now we're out of tune.
It's Jet Van Halen.
Jet Van Halen. Yeah. Jet Halen.
Well, you say Jet, then, you know, here we go. That's this one here. You know, and
what's that? Electromatic?
That's Electromatic as well. That's cool. The Jet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Made in China. I think we did a video on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Grizzly King!
Big sound.
It's a massive sound, but it's very AC/DC. Yeah, it's
exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I think I need to take the tremolo off the amp.
I think so.
Funnily enough, when you played that guitar first,
Yeah.
is it chambered? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
Sounds
is
like
chambered.
It probably
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Because it definitely had that slightly more airy, kind of hollowy.
Absolutely.
There's just a bit more.
There's a bit more oomph in it.
Bit more width, for want of a better word. Which
Yeah, I
is
know you
something
like
Girth.
it with.
You really hear.
Girth is a valid word.
It is. It's a great word. But I'm saying. So what I've got now is the light speed into the Grizzly King into the V40. That's it, and it sounds flipping insane. But see, okay, so I know that was a bit of a sidetrack there, but
Big.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
go again with this one. I mean, it's just.
No idea what that was.
No idea what that was,
from
but
me,
it
at
was
least.
very rock and roll.
It was any combination of A, G, and D.
Perhaps, yeah. But so you were play some of that fast stuff you were playing, because that could be done as well.
As in, does the Gretsch shred? I don't know. Kind of. I mean, to be fair.
Does it gent, will people ask. So
Does it
Rabea, does it gent?
I mean, we'll try. I mean,
That it does, and
it's
you know
pretty
what?
fat.
So go on.
A couple of observations.
Just a few.
Number one. Gretsch 6120,
Yeah.
Clon.
Yeah, Clon, yeah.
Victory V40.
Yeah.
No, that was the V100.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
the 130. But
Yeah.
is it on
But
the clean
still
channel at the moment?
Oh, it's just a tiny bit of crunch in there.
Okay, so on
it's
the
mainly the
crunch bit of
clon.
the clean channel.
This is a clon.
Mainly the clon doing the job there.
Can a clon gent? Yes, it
That
can.
sounded pretty good to me.
A clon and a.
And the second thing was takes a bit of skill to fight over the feedback, because obviously with a hollow body guitar and loads of gain you get feedback, but you're over that. You're absolutely holding on to it.
Trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of gain from the pedal.
Would be impossible in a gig situation, probably.
Oh, absolutely dreadful, I think.
Well,
It'd be a
unless
worst
you
nightmare.
Sounds great though.
Yeah, fat as. I was gonna, yeah.
Yeah, it does sound good. Let me hear you play this one, because this is
Okay.
I want to hear this.
I don't know what that was. I mean, it plays pretty well. I think one thing that I've noticed across the board when it comes to the whole Bigsby thing is that there's way more tension than you'd expect from, say, like a hardtail or a standard tremolo system. I think the way that the general construction of a Bigsby means that, I mean, these are what, 10s in standard?
Probably, yeah.
And they feel tighter than what you'd expect from, say, 10s on a Strat or 10s on a Les Paul.
Because you're bending against the bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to say. If you're going to get one of these just to play Van Halen licks and Yngwie licks and shred, it's going to be more of a challenge. But to be fair, you'd be all the better for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to train your fingers up to do stuff. You know,
It's like shredding on acoustic.
It's like one
Quite
of the.
not that bad actually. But
Yeah.
I guess it all depends what you're used to, isn't it? I mean, Pete and I were doing a video the other day with 2-point trem, very lightly set up guitar, and I found it virtually impossible to play because I've grown up using, a bit more tension, longer string lengths, bigger strings.
Yeah.
So it's
You're overbending all the time and stuff.
overbending, knocking chords out of tune. That's what really surprised me with that White Falcon. There is when you hit it, it's just you can hit it really hard and it sounds everything's there. If I did that on a guitar with nines
that's the pro series. So they've obviously changed, instead of the floating bridge and the string through Bigsby and all that stuff, they changed those things and unlocking tuners and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can do that. That is kind of, I know everybody you want to join in and jam, but I'm saying that is just such a great sound, man. But I'm whacking the shit out of it with a 1.5 1.4 mil.
With an old man's rusty toenail. I cut this one special off for you, son.
Yeah. Oh. Have you heard that Bryan Adams? You know what I mean?
That's great.
So, but I know he plays a lot at the moment. He plays that old gold Gibson ES 175, is it, or the big, really big, fat-bodied one?
Is it got? Does it have a
and flowers,
curvy cutaway, or
yes,
a pointy one?
A pointy one. So it's like
it could
that.
be a 175. Could be a 2.
I did one. It's got some flowers somewhere on the plate here.
Oh, it's a Scotty Moore one probably.
Yeah, but it's gold and it's gold. But anyway, that tone, this tone here is just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so. I used to have a 1958 Gretsch in racing yellow. When faded, it was green. Yes, it was faded into like a yellow color, with one pickup on the front. One of these. I used to play in a Bryan Adams tribute band.
Were you Brian?
It was called Live of Brian.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Nice, nice.
And you can look it up as much as you want, but this is before YouTube and anything, but it used to be cool, and we used to play all these songs. And I had that Gretsch, and I used that Gretsch for those kind of songs, because it was feeding back all the time. You know, you put the gain on, you just go, ah! You know, you couldn't hold it. It was like you're holding a chicken like this, trying to, calm it down. That's basically how squawky it was.
So a little insight into Pete's weekends there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I say chicken, of course, I mean something else.
Yeah.
Oh,
that sounds mega.
Mega good.
Actually, just before we get off Bryan Adams, Mrs. Guitar player that plays with Bryan and played with him, on all the big stuff. Keith Scott has his own signature Gretsch.
He has.
I think it's a part of that sound.
Yes, absolutely. And my friend Yebe, who was Bryan Adams in that band, he actually got one of those guitars.
Did he?
And he sings like him. I'm telling you, it's insane. I'll find an old demo tape you can listen to. I've got a cassette tape where we did a demo.
Cassette.
And I used the first line 6 amp that they ever made. What was it called? The one with the big front on it. We used one of those for some of the recording.
Axis 212.
We used some of that for some of the recording, and it sounded fine. Anyway, tangent, but it's good. Tangent's good.
I think, to be fair, I think the general consensus across the three of us is that these seem to do a lot more than you'd expect. They do more than they say on the tin.
But that's the point, isn't it? And you have to remember as well that Gretsch's got such a massive range of different guitars. You can get the big old, like big old jazz box.
Can I
big
try
old
that
jazz box, yeah, man.
Wait.
Actually, I want to have a go on that one.
I'm gonna go on this one because it looks fun.
Can I have the white Falcon, please?
Well, this one's probably the best at that.
I mean, but
that's so thick.
So I now understand why Rob got one.
He wasn't wrong in the fact that it's like. Mega fat.
That is insane.
It absolutely doesn't have that kind of Gretsch, sizzly, compressy, Filtertron thing.
No, it's a straight up sort of thick mid-range fatness, isn't it? But to be fair, and like I was saying when I was watching Pete play, it definitely, because it doesn't have a Bigsby, it totally feels different to play. It feels like a completely different guitar made by a different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it plays.
It's game of two halves, isn't it? Because if you bought that guitar wanting it to sound like a Gretsch, you'd be like, I could you probably think about a pickup change.
Yeah, I agree.
But
then you're spending another, a couple of £100 on it, and then you might as well go.
But if you just wanted
Electromatic,
a nice hollow body for very sensible money. Happy days.
This is bloody lovely as well. Let me just try to play, because you can also, of course, you can play stuff like this on it. I've got one of these Hall of Fame 2 down here with this new Mass effect on it. So if I go. This is absolutely so much more top end, spanking the top end, isn't it? I mean, you can always do this.
I thought I'd just shred unnecessarily.
That was like completely great. That was just a thing that people go, oh, you can't do that on a Gretsch. Of course you can do that on a Gretsch.
You can do anything.
You can do anything on a Gretsch. And I think we've actually touched on that before, haven't we?
We have.
When we've played them.
Yeah, I think music history kind of proves that you can, but the most visible things are the other things, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're the picky.
I mean, if I got one of these home, slap on some other strings, probably get it set up, and you could use this for all sorts of stuff. In the studio, this would be a great guitar.
Absolutely.
And any of them would be, to be fair. But I think it's fair to say we've kind of demonstrated it ain't a one-trick pony.
A little bit like us.
No
I
comment.
want to be in the club too.
No comment.
No comment.
Anyway.
Well, there you have it then, right? I think we sort of concluded that you can play anything on a Gretsch. It doesn't necessarily...
if you could walk away with one of these guitars, which one would it be?
Ooh. Well, now you're asking a difficult question.
Yeah.
I would probably go with that.
I'll take this one as well, I think.
That, what, the Chet?
This one, yeah.
No, I'd have the White Falcon.
Yeah?
Purely because it's a guitar that does a thing that I don't own. I don't have a guitar that does that thing.
I think...
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was going to say, this is closer to something that I'm familiar with, whereas that's totally unique. So
I do think if I was to go, I would not get the Pro.
Would you
I
not?
want sort of more traditional.
Oh, okay.
You know, get the... do you remember when we did the big country gentleman with a big pillow on the back in case you need to sleep?
That's the one I really like.
That was the one I would go completely traditional, and I would play whatever I absolutely wanted on it.
Yeah, I think I'd have that. I think I would have that.
But you would get the Pro.
Yeah, I think so.
Instead of the... Because we did the comparison,
volume,
didn't we?
I think at volume with like some... And I don't mean like loads of pedal type gain, I mean like loud amp, rock. Hit the guitar hard, I think that would stand up better in that environment.
Would it?
Yeah, I really like, is it the Countryman?
Country Gentleman?
Yeah, that's the one.
The one with the
really
pillow
like.
on.
Yeah, that was, so for anyone who doesn't know, Chet Atkins, that was his signature guitar, and the Country Gent was what came after that.
Yeah. But George Harrison played one as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Super famous for George.
Played like a green one in the store, and it was just incredible. Yeah. Really, really
anyway,
nice.
there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Gretsch.
I think we need to do one more thing before we go, to say that I'm Pete.
I'm Rabea.
And I'm Mick.
And I think we need to get a guy you might know into just prove that actually you can play absolutely anything on these guitars. See if we recognise who he is.
We're going to click our fingers and he will appear. I'm sandwiched between the Paradiso Pals.
You're being Paradiso sandwich.
Pals.
Paradiso Pal sandwich.
It's a new season.
It is a new season for everybody to be jolly.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.